Cindy, welcome to Shared Services Week Europe here live.
Thank you for having me. Yes, it's been fun.
You've had taken on so much in terms of talent and scope as you've entered the new evolution here at Discovery. Yeah. Tell us a bit about how you approached your resources, how you approached talent,
sure,
and really how you approached taking on all of this scope.
Yeah, sure. So talent are so important to everything we do, right? They truly are our biggest resource. At Discovery, we actually had to completely rethink the way we hire, the way we manage, and the type of people we look for. When I got to Discovery, we had really good talent, they were just misplaced. So we started looking at people's strengths, understanding where people wanted to be in their careers, and putting them into positions where they could be successful, thus bringing us a lot of success. One of the other things we did was completely change our recruiting practices, right? Instead of looking for people who could be transactional based and sit behind the wall, if you will, we were looking for people who could be out with our customers. We looked for people who had a mindset of change and transformation and thinking and wanted to do new and different things, which actually was a big cultural change for Discovery.
So I know that change doesn't come out without bumps.
Yeah.
So what did you learn? What were some of the insights you learned with your stakeholders?
Yeah.
And what were some of the things that you had to navigate differently when a very creative company, one where things spin on a dime,
yes,
news breaks and things changes what you plan for the entire day? How did you react to that and what have you learned over the time?
Actually, coming from a digital media firm before coming to Discovery, I was comfortable with that. But coming to Discovery, I actually expected it to be a little bit softer, a little bit easier, a little bit more mature organization. So within my first 6 months, there was a lot of things I wanted to do, a lot of things I saw I did differently, and I made the mistake of just trying to run and get them done. After 6 months, I reflected what happened, what went wrong, what could we have done better, and I realized that the organization needed to listen more. We needed to take the time to sit with our customers, hear from them, not just see what was on a customer survey, but really understand how they were feeling about a process. And you can't get that feeling over an email or over a survey. So we took some time, met with all of our local CFOs, a lot of our local GMs in the business as well, to understand what their needs were. Yeah, how do you perceive us was one question, but more so I wanted to know, what do you need from us and how can I provide you with that? And then talk to me about your strategy, where's your business going? And then I can come up with ideas on how I could help you as well. So the biggest thing for us was just taking the time out to listen twice as much as we spoke.
And I think one of the excellent points that you made in the session that we just sat in was, we always think about having a seat at their table.
Yes.
Talk about them having a seat at your table.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
That's something that we've talked about for a long time, right? We, GBS leaders, always are pushing for and asking for a seat at the biggest tables within the company. Yet we never take the time to open up our doors and say, come have a seat at mine, right? And we're doing that at Discovery. Through these monthly meetings with our business stakeholders, come sit with me, share with me your stories. And once we do that, we build a different level of trust and a very different relationship with these people, and they're more than happy to have us come to theirs at the same time.
Well, that opened the doors. The last point I wanted to touch on today, you talked about you had to approach talent recruiting differently.
Yes.
Now what kind of questions do you ask folks when they come in and they want an opportunity within GBS and within Discovery?
Yeah, we're asking a lot more open-ended questions, right? I want to know, how do you interact with people? So whereas I might have been focused on what was your job function before, now I want to know, maybe what did you do in high school that gave you an edge, or what did you play a sport, and what type of sport did you play? How did you interact on the football pitch, for example, right? I'll use myself as an example. As a goalkeeper growing up, you see things from one perspective. The coach sees it from a totally different perspective, so you have to work in tandem. So asking leading questions to get people to open up, how have they looked at perspectives differently, and how have they leveraged colleagues, managers, leaders, peers, whatever, around them to bring those two perspectives together.
So Cindy, thanks so much for those insights. We're going to see you at SS Week Digital. You're a digital company.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what you think about moving this, always delivering in person and walking across the stage, to a digital format.
I'm really excited by that. In fact, when we do the digital, we just did digital for the US. I was walking in my office, so the walking doesn't hold me back. But really excited about the opportunity to bring this type of content and this type of show to a much wider audience. Travel is sometimes hard, but the content is so thrilling for anyone who can attend. So really looking forward to Digital Week.